Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eddie. If this is your first time here, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to let me know that you guys stopped by to hang out with me. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, your support and interaction with this channel is always appreciated. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the content for today. So if you guys have not been living under a rock, you guys already know there's some, TikTok For You page fuckery as usual. And I don't know if you guys have seen this video, but it's been circulating around all week long. We got this mother who is 26 years old and she's got 7 kids and she is living in a hotel. Now, this is kind of newsworthy, but not really. Like 26 with 7 kids, I wouldn't say it's normal, but it happens, right? We all know people who are young that have a lot of kids. But the thing with this is that she's living in a hotel with all these kids, and she's also pregnant in the video with her 8. And that is why she has gone viral on TikTok. And we just got to talk about this because this is very similar to a video that I did a couple weeks ago with this very similar situation. I believe she was 26 years old with 7 kids too, I think. I can't remember. The video is on my page, but it's a very similar situation. We were just talking about this not that long ago. So I'm going to play the video. We're going to get into the content, get into some reactions. And as usual, I'm going to come back and give my commentary as well. So just sit back and relax, and let's get into the content for today.
Let's make dinner for my kids. So there we have noodles, chicken, and some little cabbage to go with it. So what I'll be doing, y'all, I'm gonna break the noodles down. So y'all know I stay in a hotel, so we can't cook in this hotel. I have to microwave food, so I made them their noodles and put some sauce in it. Now y'all, I do split these noodles. Depends on the circumstances. So I'm gonna get them a little bit of noodles. Here, get them 1 piece of chicken. These little cabbage things, those pretty good. Stop chins. And then we're gonna go with the fruits. Now they don't eat much. My kids do play over food, so I'm gonna get them a little portion of everything. They got them some fruits, and it's what they're gonna be eating for tonight. Due to some leak in the bed, so I'm just gonna get them a little bit of soda. And this is their dinner for the night. Come on. Come eat your food. Sit down and eat on the floor. A 32-year-old mom of 7 kids living in a hotel with her nails done and her belly out, making dinner for her kids, 4 packs of noodles that she split up to 8 plates or whatever. Come on, this is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. It's the year 2025. If y'all have not learned how to use birth control, if you've not learned how to do something with your life other than lay on your back and make babies, neglected babies with men who don't give a damn about you. If y'all have not discovered enough of your self-worth to know that you could do more with your life other than keep on having babies, that you're going to lean on people in sympathy to take care of, you think you don't have any value. You can't go to school, get an associate's degree. You can't become a damn nail tech. You can't become a CNA. You can't do nothing. All that you find yourself good for is to be a damn baby making machine. This is absolutely not okay. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I'm tired of seeing these black women romanticize and publicize struggle. And y'all act like these kids just are happening upon you. You all are making these babies. We all know how babies are made. You're not making no progress in your life. You're not making good decisions. You're not making more money. You're not making a better life for yourself. Y'all just making babies with men who obviously don't give a damn about you, because where are you? Somewhere struggling. These kids don't deserve this, and I'm tired of seeing it. Struggle secretly, moving forward. I don't want to see struggle all over my For You page. It's embarrassing. Y'all ain't doing nothing but perpetuating the damn stereotypes that already exist about us as black women. I'm over it.
32 with 7 kids living in a hotel. Who is that man? Is that the same man you said you was running away from? The one you said you was in a DV relationship with? Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. The people want to know. Because what's really going on, baby girl? Mama Shay. Mama Shay. Now you know like we know. Like you know like we know. If that is that man over there. I'm not even going to say no more. Check out the clip.
All right, let's get into this. Then I called Daddy from downstairs, and he came down here and got some eggs and sausages and made the baby some cereal.
Okay, so y'all think that she let him back in? Do y'all think that he found them? And maybe that's why she's showing him walking in the background. Maybe she's trying to let us know that he found her. Y'all, I don't know. I'm confused. And I don't think she even trying to clarify nothing. I mean, not that she need to. But for those children's sake, if he found y'all, baby, hey, let us know a little something. Put help at the bottom of your video, Mom. We want to know what's going on. Because, yes, we knows it. Nosy, honey.
If your kids don't gotta go to school and interact with other children. Like y'all are some pathetic excuses for parents, all right? Ain't no way that these are gonna be the kids that Whitney Houston thought was gonna be our future. Ain't no way. These kids are gonna be cooked. It's the worst of the worst who procreating the most and having the most children. The people who halfway decent either ain't having kids or they having one, maybe two at the most. But the ones who just won't stop pumping them out are the worst ones, right? The worst ones who don't even need to be raising dogs, let alone kids. Those are the main ones who won't stop popping the kids out. I done said since the time I got on this app that y'all don't care about these kids, and y'all just continue to keep proving me right. Y'all being more concerned about these mothers' mental health than you are the children that they dumping trauma onto and creating mental problems for them. All right, that don't even make sense. So they got childhood trauma. And so the best idea that you fools can come up with is that they need to have kids and create childhood trauma onto those kids so that those kids can go and have kids and have childhood trauma. The vicious cycle never stops. But y'all can't seem to see that because you're idiots, like I done said before. But keep this stuff off my timeline. I'm tired of seeing it.
Now, I don't really even have to say anything else because she just said everything that I would have said. Now, if you saw my last video where I did the 26-year-old with 6 kids, I said the exact same thing. I said, why is nobody thinking of the kids? Why, in this video, you can see the little girl sitting on the bed in the background. That is so embarrassing. Why do these people not think ahead in the future like that? People, their classmates, their friends, other family members might see this video and recognize this kid in the background. Do you know the type of like bullying that can go on when kids from your school find out that you live in a hotel? The jokes are endless. The jokes literally, the yo mama jokes literally write themselves at this point. And y'all don't even seem to care. We really have to stop this because I understand that most of this is posted for clicks and views. Like, I'm not stupid. I understand that because there's no other reason why you would post something like this online unless you're just trying to garner attention, sympathy, and maybe even some gifts or a GoFundMe. Because I feel like that's what's probably coming next, to GoFundMe. Because people just tend to feel sorry for people like this, and I do too. But I also know, you know, a grift when I see one. Okay, I know pandering and dry begging when I see it. So you coming on here splitting oodles and noodles or ramen noodles amongst 8 people, we see the play. And honestly, I just think it's sad because, listen, your situation is your situation. You have every right to tell your story. And there's no reason to be embarrassed by the fact that all you can afford to live in is a hotel for you and your family of 8. or apparently like almost 9 at this point. Because where you are in life is just where you are. You don't always have to be there. But when you post it online and like try to get attention for it, but it's always the wrong type of attention. Like it's just kind of weird to me that when people do that, it's also very like I don't know, it just seems really inauthentic for some reason. Like instead of you going out and finding a job, you're posting on TikTok. So, and I don't even know. See, here's the thing: when you have 8 kids, you really box yourself into a certain lifestyle because how are you going to ever work with 8 kids? Like, who's going to watch these kids? Because listen, I don't mind being somebody's village when they need help as a parent because I'm not a parent. But you can't ask me to babysit 8 kids at one time. It's just not going to happen. I don't even know many people who will babysit 8 kids at one time. So how are you ever going to find a job? It's giving you don't ever plan to. It's giving you just want to make money off of this situation online, and that's your idea of income. And hey, maybe it'll work out for you. I hope it does. But this is, to me, it's just crazy because y'all just use these kids like pawns, and like you just hope that you just hope to profit off of the bad situation. And you can never convince me, and I'm so sorry. I know that kids are supposed to be a blessing, and I truly do believe that, but you can never convince me that kids deserve to be born into poverty, right? Because at some point, maybe you have 1 or 2 kids and you're doing okay, and then sometimes 3 and 4 kind of forces you into a impoverished situation. But you already live in a hotel and you're pregnant, so you already know the situation. Why are you bringing in an innocent person? Why are you birthing an innocent person into this situation? Like, this is not an ideal situation. If I ever grew up, because I didn't grow up in this situation, thank God. But if I ever did grow up in this situation and I found out that my parents conceived me knowing that we were going to be in poverty, I would probably look at them sideways as an adult. Like, why'd you bring me here like that? Like, that's crazy. What were you thinking? Like, it's just, I cannot. And she has her nails done. So priorities are just not in the right place, right? Because they always seem to have their nails done. They always seem to have, these other luxury things that cost money, but they would rather spend it on that. Obviously, that's just how the logic behind people continuing to have kids, like the lady that we talked about a couple weeks ago, the logic behind that needs to be studied. There has to be some sort of study done to find some sort of correlation between being in poverty and continuing to have more kids. I just think that that's crazy. The amount of people that I know on food stamps, Section 8, government assistance, they just always have these high number of children. And I do know that sometimes it's because your benefits increase the more kids you have, but she's living in a hotel. So she's clearly not on Section 8 because she wouldn't be in a hotel if she was, unless they pay for that. I don't know if Section 8 pays for hotels or not, but the benefits that I would think she'd be getting for that many kids, I don't think she's getting it as far as the housing goes because she's living in a hotel. But maybe you can live in a hotel with that many kids and be on housing. I don't really know. I just thought that normally they put you in an apartment or a house or something like that. But I just think that it's sad that, you got these kids, and it just sounds like a lot of chaos going on. I hear a shower running in the background. The kids are jumping around. The hotel room is like this small. So, and imagine the people imagine the people staying next door on either side or below them. They're probably hearing all this stuff. Like, what's going on up there? Like, why does it sound like there's like a football team upstairs? Like, this is just crazy. This is so crazy. I feel bad for the kids. I say this in every video. The parents, whatever. You know what you're getting yourself into and you make these choices. But the kids don't have the choice to be here or not. And I just think that it's just not a good situation when you bring kids into situations like this. And that's why this is so popular on TikTok, because the reactions are negative, because everybody seems to understand, except for a select few that keep doing this. Most of us understand that when you're in this type of situation, you don't need to be conceiving. And I'm sorry, that might be an unpopular opinion, but that's just how I feel. I feel like when you're in this situation, you do not need to be conceiving. Have sex if you want, I don't care, but please be on some sort of birth control or something like that, because you are already struggling, bringing in more mouths to feed. and kids to take care of is not going to help the situation. It's just going to make it worse. And all you're going to do is continue to dig yourself into a deeper hole, into poverty, because it's going to be harder and harder for you to get out the more kids you have, because that's more babysitting, that's more income you're going to need. So really, at some point, when you get to a certain point where you just have to stay on government assistance, because how, like I said before, how are you going to work? I don't even understand that. Like, I don't even have kids, and trust me, I find it very hard to survive financially. I've said that in other videos. I don't have any kids, but based off of how my finances look from month to month, it's a blessing that I don't have any, because I don't know how I'd be taking care of them, because the money don't be moneying like that, to be real with you. So I just really hope that people can watch these types of videos and kind of learn from the videos. Like, maybe people in their younger years who don't already have kids are thinking about it, or maybe not taking the proper precautions to avoid it. You need to avoid this type of stuff. This is not cute. Feeding your kids top ramen and splitting it between multiple kids, because top ramen, that portion is already small. So cutting that down between 8 people, that's not cute. That's not cute at all. And it's not us trying to shame her or anything like that. It's just like, girl, you being pregnant again, that is crazy, crazy work. But anyways, I just had to post this because it was all over TikTok and you just couldn't avoid it. So but I hope you guys are going to have a good weekend coming up ahead. Like I always say, don't work too hard. I'm going to try to post another video. Hopefully I come back and get to talk to you guys again this weekend. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Be safe. Peace.